Welcome back to you to the online classes day 7, and we are going to read the supplementary book of NCRT Class 7, The Alien Hand, and the first chapter which we are going to start today is The Tiny Teacher. So before we start this chapter, I have a few questions. That do you think a teacher is a person who improves their students' capability of understanding, thinking, writing, speaking? You can answer me this question in your text. So in this chapter, The Tiny Teacher, we are going to read about the tiniest teacher in the world, which you all have seen. Before starting this chapter, 3 points which you can see here, that is, though so very small, the ant is unbelievably intelligent and hardworking. The second point is that among the various kinds, the commonest ant is black or red, which we generally see in our surroundings. The third point is that ants live in comfortable homes called ant hills. The places where the ant lives are called ant hills. So now let us start the reading of this chapter. Name the smallest insect you have seen and the wisest. Is it the fly? No, it is not. Is it the mosquito? No, not the mosquito. Then it must be the bomb. No, none of these. So what is the smallest insect you have seen? That is the ant, and this is the commonest and the smallest but the wisest insect. Really, is it the wisest insect? Yes. Now we are going to know more about the insects, why these are called the wisest insect. The story of an ant's life sounds like almost untrue, but the people have kept ants as a pets and have watched their daily behavior closely. So we know a number of facts about this tiny, hardworking, and intelligent creature. Now, do you know, or do you believe that someone can keep ants as a pets? Yes, people around the world, they are keeping ants as a pets, and that is the reason that we are having the number of facts. According to that, it has been proven that they are hardworking and intelligent creature. So now move to the next para. An ant uses its flares or antenna to talk to other ants by passing messages through them. Watch a row of ants moving up and down the wall. Each ant greets all the others coming from the opposite direction by touching their flares. As you can see here in this picture, there are a number of ants traveling on the wall, and they are here in this particular picture, they are touching their flares with each other. This means that they are passing their messages to each other. So this is how the ants communicate, and this is the how ants follow up the passage or the way. In the next page, as you can see, one more picture has been given for your understanding, that yes, that near the tree or somewhere in the ground or somewhere any wall, how these ants are following each other. So the commonest and the simple answer is that they are passing the message through their flares. So now, as you can see, there are many kinds of ants. The commonest among them are the black or red ones. We have seen them since we were children, but we haven't paid enough attention to them. Where do they live? Exactly, This is the question. And the answer is in their comfortable homes called nests or ant hills. Now the place where they lives, like as we can see in our surroundings, the ants are traveling over the wall and they are residing somewhere. The place where they lives are called nest or ant hills. Each has hundred of little rooms and passages. In some of these rooms, the queen ant lays eggs. Other are nurseries for the young ones called grubs. So when you'll see any ant hill, then now you can easily understand that there may be and there is a queen ant living there and they are laying their eggs in that rooms. And one room is for laying the eggs for queen and other rooms which are made nurseries. Now nurseries is a place where the young ones like the newborn babies of insects are getting trained. Next, workers have their reserved quarters. They spend most of their time searching for food. Some room serves as a storehouse for this food. Soldiers have separate barracks. No worker has ever tried to live in a soldier's house. No soldier have ever gone out searching for food. No worker or soldier or cleaner has ever harmed a grub. So you see, an ant's life is very peaceful. Each does its share of work intelligently and bravely and never fights with other members of the group. So dear student, now here what you have to understand is that everyone is assigned with their own work and they are doing that work only which was assigned to them. As you can see, the soldiers, they are living in a separate barrack. However, the worker who works for the queen ant, they do not go to the soldier's house. Even the soldiers are not also going to search for food. Even the cleaner, they are also doing their own work, and all of them together are not harming any grubs, the newborn babies. So we can see that they are living so peacefully and they are doing their work very intelligently and bravely. The main thing which we have to understand is that their peaceful life and the work which they are doing with intelligence and bravery. So this is the first portion of the chapter, and I would ask you to read it once again and then you do the comprehension check. As you can see, the comprehension check, and you will also get this question in assignment work. So thank you for the first day of the week and we'll meet next day. Thank you a lots.